First down, dogs.
All right, welcome back. West Century Athletics. Week 13 is here. It's here. We got through Thanksgiving. Great weekend. Hope everybody had fun. Ate a lot of food. Saw a lot of family. Uncle Al didn't get too drunk this year.
I didn't drink enough this week.
Yeah?
No. Well, I mean, if I accumulate the week, I probably drank way more than enough. Thanksgiving, I didn't drink.
Like
that
on
much.
the actual day.
On the actual day, I did not.
It's a shame.
I didn't. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a shame.
There's no Bud Lights left in Lyndhurst.
I drank enough for the two of us.
Nice.
But it was a good week. This week, we've got no guest. We're back to that whole scene. If you want to be a guest, don't DM us like a couple of other people we might talk about at some point this time. But yeah, I mean, Thanksgiving was great. We swept the day.
Swept the day.
It's pretty impressive.
It was pretty impressive.
You know what I immediately regretted on Friday, Black Friday? Not putting in a parlay of those bets.
Oh, my
Never
God.
even thought, never
I
crossed
would
my
never have
mind.
done that.
I know.
I thought it actually did cross my mind. And I
Yeah.
was like, we should do something like that. I was like, yeah, that's never going to fucking hit. We never nail it like that.
Hit each game.
It was nice.
Although
does that?
every time, I think maybe once we've had a cover 3 or 4 that is lost.
Yeah.
I have to go back and check. I'll get some stats on that. for
Yeah, I
next
think
year.
it was 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And then we had a few that
We're
we
pretty good when we go across the board.
Yeah. It's a pretty good day. Rolled into a pretty awful weekend of football. Sunday was just, it's 2 weeks in a row. Games are fucking terrible.
And it was a
Hated them.
great time on Sunday.
You hit big time?
No, I had a great time.
Oh, a great
I
time.
did okay.
There were some
I-
good games. There was definitely some good games.
Meth Head Mike, you were hanging out?
Yeah, man, Mike, you were there.
I was
You were
there
hanging out there
for a little
for
while.
1 o'clock. Yeah,
Then I fell asleep at 2:30 in the
I
afternoon.
feel like he always pops by.
he does.
You know,
That's what he does. It's always a pop in.
Nice.
It comes, he sits down. You're like, oh, he's gonna watch the 1 o'clock games, and it's like, oh, you're leaving. All right, fine.
Take a 16
I
ounce
stayed-
of kratom.
Yeah, it's still too much kratom. I think that's the problem.
Well,
Two or three of those, and
The problem I've noticed about that place is that I don't know how to, pace myself with
Right.
anything in this
Right.
world.
So
You know?
you're just pounding kratom.
Yeah, I mean, I drink 3 of those things inside of the first 15 minutes.
he does. He drinks some fucking like lightning. It's
Makes your
crazy.
body shake, numb.
Then I'm like,
You see, like the other people at the bar, like looking at him, they're like shaking their heads. I don't know.
I just like-
I don't know.
scratching my
Yeah.
nose nonstop.
That's why at 5:30 every Sunday you're like, football sucked this week.
Yeah.
You're like coming down off a kratom.
All right, there's enough about my addictions. Last week's recap. So I don't really know how to do this. I know you guys got mad at me this morning because we put out the sweep of Thanksgiving. Then this morning I put out just this weekend's games, which made one of us look good and the rest of us not look so good. But whatever.
I always look good.
All right, so I'm lumping them all together. Kurt Money, another winning week, 4-2, just keeps it rolling. I mean, we should just troll your bets at this
almost
point.
a champion.
Just follow,
Almost a champion.
Couple more weeks.
follow you until it goes downhill, and then when it goes downhill, it'll bend and ship real fucking fast.
I'll tell you right now, I feel like I'm waiting for it. I just
Oh, it's
feel
good.
like
I mean,
I'm waiting
you're,
for
what?
it.
This is 5 in a row, 5 winning, or 4 weeks.
I
we had the
mean,
1 week
I've
where
been
we
up
all
there.
went 2 and 3,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you
yeah.
haven't lost since then. I think you had 3 or at minimum 3, most likely 4 weeks straight with winning.
I'm doing well, but I always feel like underwear is close. An
It always
underwear
is.
show
It's always
is
there.
close.
It's always lurking.
I don't think we're going to get an underwear week.
Oh, this
You
guy.
fucking jerk
What a
off.
dick. Christmas episode.
Oh, I'm gonna have a Santa hat on my dick. This is so weird. My kids watch the show.
So another nice week for Kurt. Everybody else ties. So luckily, no, this guy's not wearing a Mo Lewis jersey. He's wearing a very beautiful Jits and Tits shirt.
Shout out Jits and Tits.
So we're good there. Katie comes in, I would say kind of restores the guest record to respectability. This is certainly better than Smitty did. She goes 3-3 for the whole weekend. Also, Takeout Takes. They got to win.
Takeout Take's got to win.
Awful fucking round
Had
of
to
Takeout
pull it
Takes.
out of 'em.
Fucking city of Baltimore.
You know, I'm actually surprised. When I listened to the show finally, I didn't remember that they actually made picks, both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they were both bad phone calls, but they made a pick.
Very bad.
It was a disaster. Took me
Oopsie.
about 6 hours on Thanksgiving night to edit through Takeout Takes. Atrocious.
It took me 6 hours
Whoops.
to finish dinner. That's
Yeah.
that's how much dinner I had. Hence the bottle of wine with dinner alone. Like, oh, you're drinking wine now? I was like, yeah, I always drink wine with food. Like, what about the beer? I was like, well, I always drink beer, so that's gonna be there too.
Did you mix them at any point, like in the same glass?
No, I didn't.
Not this
Just in
year.
my mouth.
Not this year.
It's in my mouth.
How are the mashed potatoes? Not so lumpy?
Food was fucking dynamite. We went to my sister's.
Oh, you got off the hook from cooking.
Yeah, no, I went to my sister. I made a venison stew with some fresh venison meat that was
Oh, yeah.
shot and killed by one of the Jits and Tits guys.
You mentioned that on Sunday.
Yeah,
Didn't feel like bringing any in?
Oh no, there was none left.
Oh.
And then my sister did pretty much everything else, and it was fucking outrageous.
Trisha?
Yeah,
Cooks?
she apparently.
Should have never let that one get away.
Oh God.
Only on Thanksgiving.
So that's it. That's the recap. Kurt's a winner. Everybody else is mediocre, and Takeout Takes is a winner.
My record is astounding.
Baltimore. All right, we'll get into that. So Kurt Money lengthens his lead. It's now 12 games over 500. 36-24-1. Imagine if you were actually fucking betting on these games.
Seriously. I mean, if anybody had $50 to give me to put on some of these games, I could have had some profits.
My bookie has plenty of money apparently.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Same one. You could have, at least maybe paid off one of those kids'
Could have.
fucking dental bills or something.
Guess I just don't have the balls.
Suck it up. I stay in second with a 3-3 week. Everybody else kind of stays in the same spot. I'm 31-26-4. Tripp's pulling up the rear at 32-28-1. A lot of ground to make up to fulfill his promise of last week.
A lot of ground. A lot of ground to get.
I'm still confident?
Spot.
Yes, I'm still confident.
You can take the, you can't take the Lions and the Vikings this week because they're playing each other.
Oh man, I saw that. I saw that game.
So if I said I wanted to push, I wouldn't win both sides because I think that's nailing it.
If you call a push, you get 2 points for that.
All right, it's good to know.
Guests 10-12, not terrible, but not great. Thanks a lot, Smitty. And 2 weeks in a row for Takeout Takes with wins.
Nice, turning it around.
Still not a winning record though.
And this week we got a very interesting one coming back.
Hey, Alyssa.
Sunday Night Football, jam that game in there for you.
How many times are the fucking Chiefs going to play on Sunday night?
3.
This is it.
Well, yeah, this is the third time I'm calling her.
They weren't supposed to. They actually threw this game. It was supposed to be San Francisco,
Really?
Seattle 49ers or something.
No.
Oh, I didn't
It
know
was
that.
no, maybe not
They
divisional.
flexed it?
They flexed it in, yeah.
They flexed this game where the Chiefs are favored by 10 points.
I think that's
Well, I think everyone's waiting
quarterback
because
situation.
everyone's loving the Chiefs now because they just
Right.
won 2 in a row and starting to look a little bit better.
Yikes. All right, moving on. Week 12 NFL recap. We have all kind of talked about how we're going long on these. So we're going 5 games. That's it.
And we're not
No,
talking about Thanksgiving.
7 games. That's it.
We're not talking about Thanksgiving.
I got one Thanksgiving game.
Okay.
We'll start with the locals. The Jets and the Houston Texans. Right?
Right. Let me tell you. I got a text from my brother-in-law. He said, I can't believe you bet both locals. All I texted him back with was, wait.
Wow.
Wait.
What'd you say? You can't split them up? I didn't really understand what you were saying there, but whatever. Whatever you said worked out for you. So.
Thanks. We'll talk about it again this week.
Zach Wilson gets his first career road win. The Jets get their 3rd win of the season. Not a great game for Zach Wilson. No. But he did run for a touchdown.
Yeah. That's a true
The
scramble.
look on this guy's face is amazing.
We want to keep it short, so
It's
I'm
a
good.
true scramble.
He did have another butt fumble-esque play.
I will talk about that. That was fucking horrendous.
Yeah. We were
bad.
watching. We watched that live with Meth Head Mike.
I think that's about when I got the text.
Right off, that was just only a Jet. That could only happen to a Jet quarterback.
I don't understand what goes on. I really don't. I
It's
really don't
early.
understand.
Still
what
got to
goes-
figure.
Plus, he was definitely over the
finding his
line
way.
too when he threw the
He was
fucking
over.
ball. Yeah.
That is what I don't understand.
Yeah.
Is how could they come on, throw the flag. Nice defensive play from John Franklin Myers. Bats the ball down, picks it off. Remember that?
The defense was really good.
You were there for that.
I was there for that.
Houston, huge letdown coming off their big win for the Titans. And the reality is neither of the teams are any good, right?
Yeah,
We
they're
know
not
that.
good. Houston forgot to play in the second half. I don't know what that was.
The coach stinks.
They're terrible. The Eagles and the Giants. G-Men. Divisional game. I didn't even realize this game was on.
Oh,
for
my God.
3 quarters.
I slept through it almost.
No clue. Didn't even touch red zone once.
No.
For 3 quarters.
Yeah, we had Dolphins, Jets in the red zone on at the bar, and all of a sudden they flashed a score. It was Giants 7-0 maybe. So I turned to him and I was like, "Oh,
No,
maybe
'cause
it's 3-0."
it was 3-0.
Yeah,
3-0 at the
right.
half.
Then
So
it
it
was
was
10.
3-0. Yeah. So it's 3-0 at the half. So I turned to him. I was like, "Holy shit! The Giants are playing at 1." He goes, "No, they're on at 4." I was like, "I just saw a scroll on the bottom of the screen. It said it's halftime." He goes, "Bullshit." He looked up at his phone. He goes, "Holy Christ, they are."
Dude, it is it's pulling teeth.
It's like watching paint dry.
It's like watching paint dry, Sally.
They retire Strahan's number, beat the Eagles. Awful game for Jalen Hurts. Oh, my God.
Real bad.
129 yards and 3 picks.
He's gonna have a bounce back game this week.
He's not
It's
even
like-
going to play this week.
It's like he didn't want to run.
He's already questionable for this week. Yeah, it was weird.
He's questionable for this week.
Yeah,
Why? Because he sucked last week, so
not
that he
gonna
gets
play.
the questionable tag?
I questioned him as a quarterback last week.
I
Jesus
thought
Christ.
we were going to get Minshew in that game.
Awesome. He's
That
so
would have been amazing.
Does he still have his mustache?
Definitely. Yeah, what else? I mean, the
Nothing
Giants
on
defense.
that game?
Giants defense looked good.
Giants defense looked good. Philadelphia made way too many errors. They had so many chances to I was just waiting for them to pull away.
I mean, what's that guy's the guy who got picked over Justin Jefferson? Regan?
Rieger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dropped 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
in the fucking end zone in the last minute.
They should have been up. It shouldn't even have came down to that.
I thought higher than the Eagles, but I was wrong. All right, going around the NFL. Going back to Thanksgiving. What maybe might have been the game of the week because all the fucking Sunday games were terrible. The Raiders and the Cowboys.
You said it was game of the week?
Felt like it.
Oh, the end of the game was so almost unwatchable. As exciting as it was supposed to be, every fucking
with the flags?
play, every play was a flag.
Yeah.
28 penalties, almost 300 yards.
You couldn't even watch the game. Like,
No.
I was trying so hard to get into that game, and if I didn't have a ton of fucking money on it, I probably wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
But just the penalties nonstop. It's so they have to do something. They're roughing the passers. They're fucking passing feet. They got to do something because it's bad.
The one guy on the Cowboys, what was his name? Anthony Brown, I think it was. 4 pass interference penalties.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's no island over there.
There's a little bit of trouble in Dallas. They're hurt. What
Sick.
else?
They're sick. Cooper seems to be taking that COVID bad, so he might not even play this week.
Crazy. This was the most watched NFL game ever.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Me neither.
I mean, what was the difference from this year and last year?
I don't know.
It's not like anybody tuned in to see the Raiders. It just happened to be.
It just
They
speaks to
didn't tune in
football-
to see the refs, but the refs became the show.
football's popularity. That's it.
Yeah, it is growing again.
And the fact that people just hate their families.
I thought it was a good game. I thought it was a big fail on the Raiders letting it get that close. They should have took care of that game.
How many people around the country you think were watching this game mixed wine with Bud Light?
Several.
I would say most of them.
I didn't think anybody who drank Bud Light liked wine as well.
Oh, I have a very sophisticated palate.
Box wine.
Box wine.
It wasn't box
very
wine.
well.
I know, I'm kidding. The Rams and the Packers. I struggled to pick 5 games to talk about because it was an awful weekend.
I mean, that's really why you got pissed at the end of the day, because that game was really disappointing.
I was asleep from all the kratom at that point.
I don't know if it's Stafford's back. I don't know what the problem is, or it's the
He ain't
cancer
right.
cell.
No.
He ain't right. He's definitely not
They
right.
need a running game. I think it was PMT that this week that said that the stats of play action passes from Sean McVay in his offense has dropped by like 20% this year.
Wow.
And it's something a huge thing like that is that's what really led to a lot of their bigger plays.
Yeah,
And they're just the fact that they have really no running game to speak
think
of,
that
and they're
works
doing it a lot less. So
that works for every team. to have
Yeah, of
play
course.
action. I mean, it works for every team. And you know what? I will say it. He did it last year too, where one game he'll come out and they'll throw the ball 14 times, and then the next game
yeah,
they'd run it 9
right.
times.
A lot of Belichick-esque situations.
Yeah.
Where it was just whatever they give me, I'm taking. Now it seems like he's moving the other way, and is like, this is what I want to do. I'm going to keep trying to do what my goal is, as opposed to be like, oh, that's what you're going to give me? Okay, I'll take it all day long.
Yeah.
And I have the play call, the offense, the situation, the personnel for what you're giving me. And now he's trying to overmatch them and say, no, this is what we're doing. I dare you to stop me. And
This is our
everybody's, they are 0-3 against the spread since they announced that we're back, or we're going all in.
Yeah, we're going all in.
They tweeted out, we're going all in with a Teddy KGB gif.
Yep.
They're 0-3 straight up, and they're 0-3 against the spread, more importantly.
Sounds like the week. This sounds like the week.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't feel the effects of his COVID toe.
It's not COVID toe.
It's COVID, though.
Throws for 2, runs for another. Third loss for the Rams.
Limps for another.
Limps for another.
It's COVID, though.
Curse of Odell is real, even though he had a 54-yard touchdown. But, I mean, this guy just likes to make everything about him.
I like that he asked for Devontae Adams' jersey.
Oh, yeah.
And Devontae Adams said, go get Cooper Cups.
Guy's a
It's
gamer.
fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And then I'm sure we're going to hear the money shots, but I'm going to talk about it right now. The line where he says, if they don't win, I'm out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
my
That's
God.
definitely in there.
Get out of here
It's
with
outrageous.
that shit. Who do you think you are? Anyways,
I mean, I had to look back twice to see if that was actually a real quote. I was
Could
like,
not
did somebody
believe
just
it.
make it up?
couldn't believe it.
He's a dick.
I mean, guess you could believe it. Next game, the Titans and the Patriots. The Mac Jones era continues to get better in New England. They've won 6 in a row, 300 yards, another 2 touchdowns. Defense, 4 turnovers for the Titans. Ryan Tannehill stunk.
Yep.
Less than 100 yards.
And didn't they run for over 200 yards
Yep.
in that game? Both running backs had 100 yards for the Titans,
Yep.
and you got killed.
Bullied.
Yeah.
Bullied.
Bad. I mean,
Wheels
listen,
are coming off. Wheels are coming off in Tennessee.
and the Patriot fans are starting to get loud. I'm starting to see more and more.
Oh, Jesus Christ. They're out of the fucking
it's
woodwork.
crazy,
man.
right?
Holy shit.
They were really quiet.
This
And now-
last week, I was like, holy, that's right. You're a Patriot. Oh, that's right. You're a Pats fan. It's
Yep.
the post, the fucking text. Fuck them. I hate them. God damn it.
unbelievable.
Can't they go away?
I mean, it seems fair. They only missed the playoffs for 1 year. No.
Oh, it's definitely fair.
Right
If
back.
I was them, I'd be
100%
twice as
fair.
loud and twice as obnoxious.
Yep. They're ready for it. You got to be happy about it. It's one of your teams on the show, not in life.
Patriots are rolling. Next game, the Bucks and the Colts. Brady brings Jonathan Taylor and the squad back down to earth. Leonard Fournette has a day and a half.
Let's have a day.
3 rushing, 1 receiving. Turnovers, the difference, 5 for Indy.
Yeah.
5 turnovers. And I think they scored on all 4. They scored on 4 of the 5.
Yes. Yep.
Well, that's what great teams do. And Brady, I'm sure Brady preaches it when he's there. Just
I mean, you had to be nervous for 3 quarters.
oh, are you kidding me? When they scored, when the Bucks scored to go up 7, I was walking into. I'm out behind the bar like I am every Sunday, and I'm walking back into the kitchen, and the kickoff comes, and there's 2 guys at the end of the bar. One guy turns to the other, goes, "Wouldn't it be great if you just ran it back now?" So the other guy goes, "Oh, that would be terrible. Tripp's got the Bucks. Don't say that." So all of a sudden, I hear the announcers get that like, "Hi, no, my God!" You hear them their pitch change. I see them start like going, "Oh," and they grab it. I said, "Motherfucker!" I turn around. I'm watching this asshole from sideline. Don't you fucking dare! Don't you dare! Luckily, they tackled him. Hail Mary does nothing, and the sigh of relief that came out. Do you realize I had over 5 billion units on that game?
That's a lot of units.
Yeah.
It's a lot of units.
I mean, my record's pretty good this year. It's not as good as yours, but I'm still up 5 billion in 10 units. Like that's a crazy amount of units for one year.
I forgot that you put 5 billion units on it.
That was the game I loved.
Yep.
But I was my asshole was puckered right up until the final gun.
Much closer than I thought. Much closer than I thought.
Did you see the press conference, Frank Reich's press conference at the end?
No.
He came out and because
cried?
he
No,
didn't
that's
cry.
Dan Campbell. He had a bye week.
The other coach I love. Frank Reich, someone asked him, like, "Oh, why didn't you run the ball? You abandoned the run. And what happened? And now if you look at your fourth quarter stats, when you finally went back to the run," he goes, "That's not how it works." He goes, "We didn't abandon the run." He goes, "They shut it down. They lowered the box, so we had to pass."
They did shut it down. They absolutely shut it down.
We had to pass. So then he goes, in the fourth quarter, they started playing the pass. We were able to run. That's how it works. Nice. So then someone's like, "No, we think you weren't even calling the run plays." So he goes, pulls out his stat sheet, and he goes, "We called however many RPOs, and 7 times the run was checked to the pass. And on those plays, we had an average yardage gained of 7.1 yards.
He had it all.
He had every number. He's
nice.
like, "So please tell me again how I'm wrong on this."
Nice.
Guy knows his shit.
Very good.
What a coach.
I like that.
Has anybody watched the mid-season Hard Knocks yet?
No.
Oh, man.
It's good.
Yeah. When they beat the Bills, I watched that last week. Holy shit. Jonathan Taylor, they gave him the game ball. He gives it back to Frank Reich. They love that fucking guy.
Yeah.
Love him.
Now I'm kind of sad
everywhere
that
he's
they
ever
lost.
played or coached, they love him.
Yeah. It was a cool episode. He goes and has dinner in Buffalo with Bruce Smith and Steve Tasker. It was cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with Steve Tasker so bad.
He was a dick. Such a dick. Such a dick.
Never meet heroes.
Last game, I'm going to get out of the way of this one. The Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins.
Nothing to say about this game.
I mean, you got to be happy.
I'm very happy. Tua looked very good.
I mean, I was expecting the other game to be on there, and I'm glad it's not. So.
Yeah, oh my God, that fucking
Almost flawless for Tua.
Yeah, he was. He played very well. Offense played well, but I think the thing to take out of that game is Cam Newton is fucking terrible.
Oh, he's awful. I mean, he's so bad they sat him. He's awful.
He got benched for TJ Walker. Yeah,
PJ Walker.
Yeah, another one. Put that guy on the list last week. We don't know who the fuck these guys
He's
are.
in Hawaii.
Kansas.
Kansas.
I don't know.
Kansas is terrible. I mean, he probably went there.
Don't fucking downplay it. You're such a pussy.
Yeah, you are downplaying it. You're on a
I'm
winning
not.
streak.
4
They're on
in a row
winning
for the
streak.
Dolphins.
Yeah, no, they'll be 500 at Christmas.
Tua's fucking flawless. Waddle's coming into his own.
Waddle is tremendous.
And
I'm
they
glad
played
you
a
said that.
complete game. As bad as Cam Newton is, they played all 3 sides of the ball. They were fucking great.
Even Gaskin is doing well, and I've said since
Yeah, but
they
he's
had,
doing well. I think he had 58 yards or something crazy like that, dude.
but he's making ground. I mean,
Can't run the
the last couple games before that, when they played Houston, he was like 12 for 23.
Yeah,
Like,
well, he's what it is. He's scoring in the red zone.
I just think he's so small.
He is.
so
But when they're getting
small.
down there, he is becoming that threat.
Yes.
So he's putting some points up in the red zone. It's like, okay, so now we kind of got to watch out for this guy.
Yep, but he is small.
They're going to bury fucking
Jalen.
Cam and fucking Roethlisberger together at the same time.
I mean,
Jalen Phillips is
even
running into his own, too.
Don't even put those two together. You're talking 2-time Super Bowl champion to 0.
I'm just saying where they're at.
How many MVPs did Roethlisberger have?
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
And now
And his one Super Bowl was the worst Super Bowl,
Which one? Seattle?
his
Not
first
the
Super
Ari-
Bowl.
Oh yeah, Seattle.
Yeah.
It was a bad one, but
A bad one. It was the worst in the history of the Super Bowl.
I was excited.
It was definitely exciting for a Steelers fan, but
I was
the
excited.
worst performance by a quarterback in the history of the Super Bowl.
Listen, he killed it against Arizona. Do we have to go through history of this guy? Killed it against Arizona. It was
Okay,
great.
let's start with his multiple arrests.
Oh my God.
I'm not doing this right now.
Man, oh man.
McCaffrey's done.
I love
for
you,
the,
Ben.
McCaffrey's done for the season.
Done for the season.
Maybe for his career. Too.
Is it when he landed on his head? Or was that the week before?
The fact that
Seriously.
you have to ask that question tells you all you need to know about McCaffrey.
I just don't remember if it was
No, I
the
think it's
week.
his ankle. He hurt his ankle.
Glass. Done.
Not glass. It's fucking not glass. Like he's 100 pounds and he gets destroyed.
I mean, he's been hurt the last 2.5 years. Can't count on that.
I think that's it for last week, and we're on money shots now.
We're on money shots?
Yeah. Is it too soon?
I'm not ready. I thought he was going to bring up another game.
Money shots sponsored by UGG Slippers.
And the gout. Money shot! Aaron Rodgers, Mac Jones, Baker Mayfield, and Tua were the only starting quarterbacks on Sunday without an interception. Bridgewater didn't throw one either, but Drew Lock came in for him and got him one. That's only 4 teams out of 22 that didn't throw an interception. NFL passer rating, garbage. Why do I feel like Randall Cobb is 100 years old? OBJ said if the Rams don't win a ring this year, he's out of LA. He moves faster than a gold digger looking to catch a baby daddy.
Oh, my God.
Ooh.
Side note from football, 2 French bulldogs were kidnapped within 36 hours of each other in Huntington, Long Island. This just in, French bulldogs are horrible watchdogs. It's a true story. Thanksgiving and the day after.
You sure you didn't have
Was
any
that-
wine this
Was
weekend?
that the dog's name?
What dog's name?
Thanksgiving and the day after?
Thanksgiving the day
That
after.
would be pretty funny, right? No, that's when they were stolen. Shut up! I'm back. On the bench, Cam Newton was shit this week, and it only took 3 quarters. 5 for 21, 92 yards, and 2 picks. A passer rating of 5.8. Pigskin must be his kryptonite. The only thing scarier than the Omicron variant is the real frightening possibility that Bill Belichick versus Tom Brady, the Super Bowl, might be closer than it really is. Money shot, bitch. Didn't work. Now it's all behind the couch. This
I
guy.
know. I did it
That
on
was
purpose.
terrible.
No, I did it on purpose because like someone will come and clean that up eventually.
Who's gonna come, Aaron?
You before next week.
Ah, fucking A, man.
I love how you always like slip in a political thing in there.
I don't really.
You position yourself for like CNN or something. What's happening?
I mean, I watch the news.
CNN's got a spot open.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, it's not as easy as it looks. All right, I put a lot of pressure on myself starting
you
this
do a nice
stupid
job.
thing. Now you're throwing them
do a
behind
nice
the
job.
couch.
All right, that's it for week 12. We're coming back week 13.
Week 13, lucky number
Unlucky.
13.
Oh wow.
Lucky.
There we go. Week 13, West Industry Athletics. We're making picks. We're picking winners.
First down dogs.
Is that presumptuous that we're picking winners, or are we just always
I'm picking winners. I don't know what you guys are doing.
All right. We're starting with the locals. Ugh.
They keep on winning every once in a while.
Yeah, I know. I swept last week. We're going to start with the G-Men, who are going down to South Florida to face the white-hot Miami Dolphins. Dolphins somehow only favored by 3 points in this game. I don't understand that.
They're not a great football team.
They're not
I
a
think-
great football team.
Giants coming off a big divisional win as well. I understand the 3 points.
I don't know. I think it's a matchup nightmare for the Giants. Who's going first? You want to go first since you're the Dolphins fan?
Sure, I'll go first.
All right.
I think one of the important things here that we need to understand is the trends of the league as we go into this week. So, as we know, the underdogs are hitting at 57%.
That was organically.
They had they had another winning week. We said it's going to slowly move towards the favorites. I truly believe that. Underdogs, they're 8-7 last week. Again, that 57%. Road dogs are hitting at 62%.
Road Dogs.
Unders, 57%. So look toward that's I really believe it's going to
Got to go back.
regress to the mean, back to the baseball card. I believe that's the thing. Underdogs were so hot. I heard this stat today from Chris Vernon on one of the podcasts. 23 underdogs won outright in the month of November.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's fucking insane.
Somebody's
crazy.
making money
Yeah.
in addition to us.
Away teams are covering at 57%, and unders are again at 56%. 56.8, we can round it. So unders, away, and dogs so far this season have been doing very well. I do believe it's going to be coming back, which leads me into my pick, the Miami Dolphins, the favorite, -3. I prefer if it was 2.5, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So the home team favorite.
Yeah, home team favorite. I think Waddle's playing out of his mind. I don't think the Giants are very good. I fucking hate the Giants. I hate the local teams. I hate betting on the local teams. Brian Flores, I was concerned about because I loved him until the season, and they came out like such dog shit in the beginning. I think they're fucking playing for him again. They're starting to believe down there. Tua is playing a lot better than he was. I'm going Dolphins -3.
I agree with it. I mean, the Giants they won a game that they played so poorly in, and I was just waiting for the Eagles to take them over. The defense is playing well. The offense has no idea what they're doing. I don't like the 3-point spread. I don't think Miami's a really good football team, but I'm going to have to go Miami at home -3. If anything, I think this might end in a push, but
Agreed.
Go Miami.
All right, we got to cover 3 because I can't pick the Giants.
Cover 3.
And the natural move here would be to fade both of you guys, but I'm going with what I got on the paper here. I saw last week when Katie fucking bullied me into
Ripped
taking the Rams.
you from your Packers
you
pick.
got bullied into that pick.
And
bad.
I lost that.
Felt bad.
Could have fucking matched Kurt for last week.
It was the right move.
Had to do it. I'm not doing it here. I'm taking the Dolphins. I hate, but also kind of love what's happening in Miami right now. As a Jets fan, as a gambler, love it. I think the Giants played a decent defensive game against the Eagles last week, but Tua's looked too good as of late. As Tripp said, I think this team loves playing for Brian Flores. Give me the Dolphins. Give me Dan Marino. Give me Roger Predactor.
Dan Marino.
And
Oh shit! I forgot to mention actually. We
Chad
were watching.
Pennington?
We were watching the game. We were watching the Dolphins game at Island Cava, and I saw Dan Marino with the fattest packed lip I've ever seen in my life.
right.
Holy
Like,
shit!
in real life?
Yeah, on
Really?
camera.
no, on TV.
No,
No,
but that's
not
what.
in real
But I
life.
mean, it was really him.
No,
It's
Dan
really-
Marino was at Island Cava on Sunday with a fat lip.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you literally saw him with a fat lip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
spitting into a Mick Ultra aluminum bottle.
I'm surprised.
One of the highlights of my
I
life.
mean, star of Ace Ventura. I understand.
Well, the whole reason. Do you remember? Like you gotta know these obscure references from the year you were born. But when Marino fell in the draft, and they were like, he had fall, like he should have been the number 1 overall, and he fell in the draft because they're like, this guy's a party animal. Like he went to Pitt, and
Really?
they're like the guy, he's a fucking booze bag. He's just out all night long. Like the guy's a fucking lunatic. So that's why he dropped.
I got a relatively funny story about Dan Marino, like real life story. So I have a really great friend who was a customer of mine, and he owned a beer shipper in Long Beach. And his best friend is this guy Anthony. You know Anthony's Coal Fired Pizza.
yeah.
Sure.
Dan Marino's co-owner of.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
So he comes to New York, and this guy Mike, typical Italian guy, lives in Franklin Square, has not a fucking speck of grass in his backyard, has a bocce ball court in his backyard, and they play. Him and his friends, Italian friends from Franklin Square, play every single night. So Dan Marino comes to town. The guy Anthony's playing bocce ball in in the backyard. Dan Marino comes to the airport, takes an Uber to this guy Mike's house. Nice. Now he's at this guy Mike's house, right? He comes in the backyard and he's like, "Listen, I had a really rough day." He's like, "Is there any way I could take a shower?" And Mike's like, "Yeah, Dan Marino, you want to take a shower in my house? Sure."
Want to borrow my wife? Sure.
That's the next thing. So they are inside, and these guys just bust each other's balls. They're hysterical. Typical Italian guys. So he says yes. Dan Marino goes inside. Mike's wife's inside, who's the most amazing woman ever. Used to leave me fucking crumb cake in her mailbox for my wife. Another great story. I would always pick up crumb cake, and they would be like. Eventually, we went to their house, and they'd be like, "Oh, you enjoying the crumb cake?" And like, my wife looks at me, and she's like, "I'm like, listen, didn't even make it to the Meadowbrook."
What crumb cake? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. Most amazing crumb cake ever. But so anyway, Dan Marino's inside taking a shower. He's got his little like wheelie fucking luggage.
Suitcase.
And all these guys are in the backyard. They're like, "You're really going to let Dan Marino go in your house, take a shower with your wife in there?" Like busted his balls for like months on end.
Oh my God,
Wow.
that's great. You
He
should
comes out wearing nothing but isotoners. He's like, "You here now."
Exactly.
had a rough day.
Wow. Good
That's
Marino.
funny.
Good Marino segment. That's it.
was
But
good.
anyway, fat lip on a fucking. I'm taking the Dolphins here. We're good, right?
Cover 3.
Couple
Cover 3. Next game, the Philadelphia Eagles, again coming to MetLife Stadium 2 weeks in a row. There's got to
you
be a
think they
name
left?
for that.
You
What?
think they left?
It's
I guess so. They're super
45-minute ride
Yeah.
They left.
back to the Rocky statue. Eagles, Jets, 6.5 point underdogs.
We're just gonna start naming random teams now. Okay.
Cowboys. So the Jets are 6.5 point dogs at home to the Philadelphia Eagles. Doesn't feel like it should be, right?
No,
Feels like
it
too much.
doesn't. It doesn't. Thank God for that Houston win because this spread would have been much higher.
I'm gonna go first because we all know where I'm going here. I think the Jets start to roll a little bit here.
I mean, you don't have to say that. You could just say, I'm really hoping for another win.
The Texans might have woke up a sleeping giant.
Yeah.
Team believes a little. I'm taking the Jets. I think Elijah Moore has a good game, but I'm also kind of worried that if Hurts plays, he runs and throws for 600 yards. So I'm not sure, but as a homer, I'm taking the Jets. The line feels like way too much here. Also probably going to tease this down. But the Jets plus 6.5. I'm teasing it the other way. I'm going 12.5.
I mean, that's a huge if, the whole Jalen Hurts thing. So, I mean, since we've seen so many backup quarterbacks this year, who's the Eagles' backup quarterback?
Minshew.
It's not Flacco. Oh, we talked about it. Right, mustache. All right.
If he plays, I'm definitely taking the Eagles.
No, you
100%,
can't change it. Can't.
And Gardner Minshew would 100% fuck that dude's wife in that story. Because that's the kind of guy he is.
Careful.
It's amazing.
He might show up here any minute with you might have a horse in your bed.
A horse head.
I'm not fucking his wife. Gardner Minshew's fucking his wife.
And Dan Marino. That's
I might
gross.
let Gardner Minshew fuck my wife.
I would let him fuck me.
Definitely cutting this out.
No, you're not.
What's the alcohol percentage on this kombucha?
The kombucha's hitting hard. Oh, man. Me and Tripp are going to stare at each other to see who goes first, but...
I believe it's your turn.
All right, I'll go first, since I have the lead in this thing. Jalen Hurts is playing. I think they absolutely destroy the Jets. I think they come back, turn it around. They're embarrassed by what they did last week. They have the running game. They have some sort of a passing game. And if not, they have another running game.
Dynamite
with Jalen
analysis
Hurts.
is right now.
What?
They have a running game and a passing game.
Well, I'm saying they have both. They're not just a one-trick pony. And they got a third, if you listen, instead of drinking kombucha, if Jalen Hurts could run, they got a third component. I think they're going to kill the Jets. The Jets suck, John. I don't know what else to tell you. I picked the Jets last week. I got super lucky. I'm not going to pick them probably for 2 more weeks. I'm going Eagles minus 6.5. I love that at 6.5. Give me that touchdown for the win.
Tutty. All right, we're split, so now you can do whatever you want.
Even
You don't
though
have
they
to
should
fucking
win,
take it all.
they should win
Just take the
by
Jets. You know
way
you
more
want
than 6.5.
I do want to take the Jets just because I'm behind Kurt. I need to catch up. However,
Two downers. Go ahead, do it.
no, my paper says Philly minus 6.5 because I think they believe that the division's wide open. They have feeling the pressure from Washington. They think the Cowboys are vulnerable. They could stop playing. They might have something there. I don't think they're a good football team. I know the Jets are not a good football team. The Jets. Yeah, no, there's eventually going to be a time where they're probably going to be good.
2023,
Should be
24.
coming. I don't have much to say about this game. Philly minus 6.5.
I didn't have much to say either. I said they have a
Yeah,
running
no,
game and a passing game.
You were a T-fag. You were a typical football analyst guy.
Just trying to go for it. We're all against you, JK.
Perfect. I
JP.
love it. It's where I want to be. All right, now we're on the flex picks. You won last week, so you go first. I know you have nothing planned.
No, I do. I just want. I like to pick the game that I'm really, really confident about, so I don't get.
I mean, you
twisted
can't
up.
take the Eagles again. You already took the Eagles.
I can't take the Dolphins over the Giants.
Nope.
All right, so I'm gonna have to going fucking Rams minus 13
Ugh.
against Jacksonville, the second worst team in football probably. Listen, if the Rams don't run up the score in this game, they're not going to the NFC Championship. If they don't absolutely kill them, they're not going to the NFC Championship. I'm going Rams minus 13. I shouldn't even have to worry about this fucking game.
Get right game.
I'm sweating.
I'm going Rams minus 13 versus
Yeah.
the Jags.
Of course you are.
Yeah. Fuck, that's 3 in a row we have. Not good.
Not good. You're not going to make up any ground this week.
Not going to make it any ground. Plus, I'm waiting for you to fall off a cliff. I'm just going to start fading your bets pretty soon. But no, this was I told you I had one game that jumped out at me. This is the game I liked the most, was the Rams. I told you I really believe favorites are going to start making a comeback this week. You're seeing the spreads. Now, all of a sudden, last week we had no big spreads. Now this week we have a couple big spreads. The Jags fucking suck.
This should be way higher.
Urban Meyer is going to get questions about Notre Dame all week long, and fucking don't you goddamn dare hire that asshole.
Let's not talk about this.
Okay? He's going to get questions about that. That's a distraction. They're going out west. Urban Meyer's going to find so many fucking blondes out there. There's no chance he's going to be concentrating on the game. Give me the Rams minus 3 at home. Get right. Have one fucking win if you want all in.
Minus 3 would be awesome, but minus
13,
yeah.
same fucking thing. You know what I meant.
You just said the same fucking thing.
not the same
I would
thing.
have put 500
I said
billion
already-
units on it if it was minus 3.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Let me paint the
Yeah.
picture for you. The Rams win by like 4 touchdowns. Urban Meyer gets hired by the Notre Dame.
The Rams,
Gets hired
shut
by
up right now. Because that'll be the last Notre Dame game I watch for a while. And I'm not that old fucking crotchety man that does that, but I hate him that much that I can't watch it. Like, the guy has fucked up everywhere he went, and there's a reason Notre Dame is Notre Dame, and there's always been all that bullshit, which I don't even really like or enjoy, but don't fucking do it. The guy's a piece of shit. However, The numbers. The only fucking good stat I have this week. The Rams, 10-4-1 against the spread in their last 15 games against a straight-up loss. Following the straight-up loss, 10-4-1 against the spread.
That's a reasonable stat.
I like
So
it.
I want the Rams minus 13 points.
I think the Rams got to kill him.
All right, enough about the fucking Rams. All right, the
So
49ers
bitter.
are
So
going
bitter.
to Seattle. Seattle's 3.5-point dogs at home. Fun fact, if the NFL draft started today, the New York Jets would have the 4th and 5th pick in the draft.
That means they suck.
Thanks to how bad the Jets suck and how bad the Seahawks also suck.
Yeah, and I think the Giants have like the 6th, so that's really interesting day in April for them.
The Niners are on a little bit of a roll here, which scares me in the twilight zone of an NFL season that we're having right now. Seattle, though, is terrible.
Could I just say something before you make your pick?
Terrible.
Debo might not be playing, bro.
I know. But I've made a fucking career out of picking against potentially hurt players.
Yes, that
Mostly quarterbacks.
That is true.
Seattle just can't put it together. They can't figure out how to get the ball to Lockett and fucking Metcalf in the same game.
Yeah, it was disappointing.
I mean, it's always a tough divisional game between these two. I just think Seattle is lost, and the Niners are kind of coming into their own here. Give me the Niners, minus 3.5.
I was
Road.
extremely disappointed with Seattle on Monday night.
I want to know when Debo becomes eligible as a running back in fantasy.
That would be nice, right? Wouldn't it be nice?
As soon as he gets hurt, which is coming.
Little Scordell Patterson situation.
On that note,
real.
I am taking the Seattle Seahawks plus 3.5.
Wow, nice.
They're not this bad. Russ Wilson's not this bad.
That's what I said last week.
I know. Okay, that was a week ago. I think today this week is when they really rebound. The 49ers are not that good. Seattle's not that bad. The spread indicates that. I want Seattle plus 3.5. Give me the hook as well. Absolutely. So you give me the hook in in my opinion, an even divisional matchup. I'm good. Seattle plus 3.5.
Perfect. You made that pick on the fly. Shit.
Nice.
On the fly.
All right, so
I like when we go head to head.
where are we at? You've got 2 in.
I think I got to go again
You
now.
gotta go.
God damn it. All right, I was looking at the Raiders, but then I just saw that
Oh, love the Raiders.
Waller is
Love the
doubtful.
Raiders.
I just saw that Waller
Love the
is
Raiders.
doubtful. I'm not touching it because Washington ruined my last week. So I'm going to have to go with another fucking skyrocketing spread of the Bucks minus 11
Oh my God.
against the Falcons.
Minus 13 and minus 11 so far.
Listen,
Divisional games.
supposed to be
These guys listen to your
supposed
stats.
to be 2 of the top dogs in the NFC. Atlanta sucks. It's Cordell Patterson or nobody. They suck. Matt Ryan is done. We've said it over and over again. And listen, these Tom Brady games, they're too close. He's not happy about it.
Yeah, but he doesn't usually cover. Tom Brady's not a great covering quarterback
Watch this week.
because
Antonio Brown-
because they always said it the other way because people love to bet on Brady. Now, look, as a guy who took Brady last week for 5 billion units,
Right.
but like I said, my butthole was puckered the whole game.
In the long run,
Okay.
you're telling me that they shouldn't beat Atlanta by 14?
They should, but the NFL doesn't make sense.
I understand. But I have to, nothing is jumping off of me on that page. I got to go with the Bucks.
Okay.
I didn't know it was going to be that negative a pick. God damn
No,
it.
I think it's great. That's awesome because I think that's
Monster
a game I'm
lines.
gonna.
It's a monster line. They're both monster lines. I'm looking for fucking killings this week. Killings. I want the games to not even be in question.
Love it.
You know, like no other games this year.
All right, my next pick.
Yeah,
don't know.
that's how I feel. Why don't you make Trip go?
Monday night. No, he's got 2 in already. He's probably going to pick against me in this game too. Monday night. The
No, it was not.
Patriots are going to Orchard Park, first place in the AFC East on the line. Bills Mafia gets a full day of tailgating. Everyone in that city is taking off on Monday, jumping through fucking tables.
So they're gonna have a half full stadium. Is what's gonna happen.
No one's making the game.
Yeah,
It's going to be cold. That's my
I'm
fucking.
sure.
it's be cold.
It's my analysis of the week. The Bills embarrassed the Pats on Monday Night Football last year. And Bill Belichick has made a career out of embarrassing Buffalo. I think every single move that they made in this offseason, this is the culmination of it. They did it to embarrass the Bills. They didn't like what was going on up there. They were taking the throne from them. It's fucking payback time. I'm taking the Pats again and again and again and again.
Until they lose.
Really?
Number 1 seed in the AFC is coming, and give me the fucking Patriots. +3 going into Buffalo on Monday night.
Not a game I would touch.
The Bills will be in my money line parlay this weekend,
Perfect.
without a doubt.
Bills are cooked.
Cooked.
Frauds.
No, come on.
Have you watched the last 3 weeks?
I mean, they killed New Orleans. New Orleans was ridiculous.
Embarrassed.
What was wrong with last week's game?
What do you mean?
They killed the Saints.
Embarrassed.
Oh, my God.
Embarrassing.
Wasn't even a game. All right.
Embarrassing.
I think you got balls for taking that, but I know you're doing it because you're a Patriot streak. It's the only reason why you're doing it. And Tennessee, what are they on bye this week? So you
Yes. I know. I'm done with Tennessee.
You can't bet on them.
I'm done with Tennessee.
Are you starting to sweat your over-under bet there?
A little bit.
You are.
They're going to get to me.
They'll get to it.
Because every week, this is now week 13. So this is the first time in 13 weeks where you haven't brought up the Titans before now.
They're
Before
on
this
a bye.
Right, okay. But the
They
shocking
got to
thing,
play the Jaguars
you,
again.
you didn't talk about him last week or like in the recap.
No, I know.
You didn't remind everybody that you have their season over-under at the over.
Don't worry. My next one is going to be an over-under reference.
You're selling out.
You know where I'm going next.
That's your. You have one more
Oh,
left?
really?
What?
You have one more left?
Yep.
Oh, you should just go right now.
No, you got to go.
I have two.
I have one.
Me too. Yeah.
So you got.
Yeah. I made two
No,
picks.
we all
already.
have one left. You go next.
Oh, again?
Yeah,
You
you
were
won the
first.
week.
Yeah, but we never
We
had
have
to
to do
go
this
first
every.
on.
Do we have to do this every week?
No,
Yeah.
but we never had to go first
That's-
on every single pick. That's bullshit. Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know
made it
which
up.
one I want. You are just making it up.
Take the Steelers.
They fucking stink, by the way.
Listen, I put a Bengals jersey on Buddha as
Yeah.
respect of the Bengals killing the Steelers. I did that, okay?
Okay.
That's about all that we have to say about it. Jesus
Fast-
Christ.
fast
I don't
basket.
know. I'm going with another high spread because I like all the favorites, my friend. No, I'm not touching Kansas City.
Yeah.
But I'm going Arizona. 7.5 against the disgustingly ugly Bears.
How is it a high spread to you?
I mean, anything over 7's high to me.
Okay.
At this
I think
point.
you're high to me.
I'm giving him. I'm pretty. What? I'm giving a ton of points this week. I only like the favorites. There's nothing else. There's nothing else I could say. I wanted the Raiders. Oh, they're fucking favorites too. Arizona. Kyle Murray's coming back. Hopkins is probably coming back. The team had a bye. They won. They won what? 2 out of 3 with them hurt. 3 out of 4 with them hurt. Whatever. They're the top team right now. Green Bay's right up there. Obviously, they have to kill the Bears. The Bears almost lost against Detroit. I really wish Detroit pulled that off. I literally felt bad on Thanksgiving frying a turkey when they lost in the last couple seconds. The Bears suck. The Bears suck. And that's it. 7.5. Arizona. I don't care that they're going to Chicago. They're coming off of a bye.
Okay, great. Let me jump in on that game.
Cliff Kingsbury just got signed as Notre Dame's head coach.
No chance. No name's gonna high fucking
In the
everyone
middle of
there.
the season. 8, 9, and 2.
I love the rumors, though.
I'm taking Chicago plus 7.5.
Oh,
my
God.
Love
Good. I'm glad you are.
We heads
I
up
am
against
so glad you
everyone.
are.
First
Yeah.
of all, you guys are you have 3 of the
We
same
have 3 of the same.
Yeah,
So
3 of the same, and we're heads up on the other 2. On 2
No.
of them. Yeah.
one,
you
and then
took
your
the
heads
Rams
up
with
with
me.
Your heads up with me on one of them.
I have Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have the Niners.
So more importantly, Chicago plus 7.5.
not
Why?
gonna happen.
Because they almost lost to the Lions. They're a terrible football team. The Arizona Cardinals are the 3rd best team against the spread in the entire league. They're getting their starting quarterback back. They're possibly getting their all-pro wide receiver back.
Yes.
They're 9-2, playing the dog shit Bears. Why the fuck is that spread 7.5? It should be way more than 7.5.
Should be way more than 7.5. You're right.
At least 10.
You're right.
Minimum of 10.
I thought you were going to say why. You know,
No,
why would they
I'm not
even
going to
play
give you
them?
any facts about why the Bears are going to win because the Bears are good. I'm giving you this doesn't fucking make sense. This goes back to my New Orleans Saints pick from 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
It don't make fucking sense, okay? Don't make
No,
sense.
but you can't be mad if Arizona kills them and be like, well, this is one of those bets that I will pick forever. No way. It's
No,
not
no,
that
no,
good.
no.
Okay.
This is
All right.
100% fishy line.
Just
I
going
don't
on
like
fishy
it.
line.
Doesn't
Got it.
look like, this should be a lot more than it is. Why is it only 7.5? The Cardinals are the best team. They're one of the best teams in the league. They're the best team against the spread in the league. So if that's the case, you would think, all right, well, Vegas is going to up the spread because that's what it would do. How is the public not going to hammer Arizona?
I don't know.
So
Yeah.
you're listening to this
I
on
agree
Friday,
with you.
maybe Thursday, depending on how JK feels with his gout. Let's say you listen to us on Friday. Look up the public percentage on the Arizona Cardinals. I guarantee you it's over 83%. I guarantee it.
You think the spread moves like 2 points?
I don't think it's going to move.
You don't think it's going to move?
No, I think it's going to be one of
Okay.
those fucked up games.
All right.
Until the sharps come in Sunday morning, I have no rational... I can't tell you why.
It's gonna go. If anything, it's gonna move. It's gonna go up.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
it's
I'm saying.
definitely
I
gonna go
feel
to
like it
8.5
would go to
maybe.
8.5.
Yeah, but I don't think it will. I think it's gonna sit there. Just look at the public money on it. Look at the amount of public money on it, and then be like, oh fuck, I should.
I know.
listen.
You're going to text me on Sunday and be like 93%
Yeah.
of the money's on Arizona. And I'm going to say, fuck you.
And then if Arizona wins by 25,
Then
I'm like,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
that's
I
exactly
get
what
it.
should have happened.
All right. Try and make your ground on this one. It ain't going to happen.
Chicago Bears plus 7.5 over the Arizona Cardinals.
Awesome.
Love it. All right, my last game. The Ravens are going to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's
No.
4.5 point
Such
dogs.
a ballsy game for you
What
to
are
take.
you doing?
Steelers are done. I can't believe that they left Ben Roethlisberger in that game at the end.
He
Yes.
said he didn't want to come out.
Excuse me.
I don't give a fuck
He
what he
said-
wants.
No, let's really break down what was trying to happen. They don't want to have to force to take him out. They were trying to get that motherfucker hurt at the end of that game so that they don't have to make the decision to move him.
Which is crazy because he's always hurt.
He is always hurt. He is always hurt.
Mike Tomlin right now is just with the voodoo doll. He's like, come on, motherfucker.
Watt's out right now too, right?
Yeah.
He's out too.
He's interviewing all the blondes in the parking lot going, did he ever assault you in the
Oh,
porta
my
potty?
I think it was
God.
I think it was redheads, actually.
So many years ago. Wasn't that before the
Oh, he's a
motorcycle
ginger
accident?
guy
I think
too?
he was a ginger guy. Every time he's on the opposite Andy Dalton, he gets hard.
Man, oh man. No, but, even all of this, I would still never touch a Ravens-Steeler game. I really wouldn't.
Unless the spread was big because you know it's going to be a disgusting, sloppy game.
Yeah.
Back-to-back divisional games for both of these teams. I think the Ravens get right here. I think they start to feast.
Okay, there's one thing.
Don't know what they really are. I've got faith in Lamar, even though he just had the fucking worst game of his career.
Terrible game. Awful game.
Worst game of his career.
You know what his problem is, right?
Whose problem was? Lamar Jackson?
Yeah,
What?
He's got a new girlfriend.
nope. He can't play.
Pregnant.
He can't play in the cold. He does not like the cold.
All right, I'm going to take the Ravens minus 4.5 before our shit gets taken off the air.
Look at him on the sidelines. Look how cold he is.
I know, you said he had to wear that huge jacket, right?
Yeah.
He's not comfortable.
Ravens, crazy pick.
All right.
Steelers have to win. Go Steelers.
Also, that's for my under right there, too.
What do you mean that's for you? Oh, the under game?
Yeah, that's my under. I need the Ravens to win.
Oh.
So you're
Steelers are
taking
getting
the
close.
favorite by 4.5 and the under.
No, not the under. My under for the season,
Oh, okay. Okay.
right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Need it.
You're in good shape.
All right, give me all right, my recap. I got the Dolphins, I've got the Jets, the Ravens, the Niners, and the soon-to-be first place number 1 seed New England Patriots.
Jesus, I can't believe it. I got the Eagles, Dolphins, Rams, Bucks, and Arizona. I think I'm giving over 30-plus points this week. Not one underdog.
I dropped all my papers.
I have Chicago plus 7.5, Seattle plus 3.5. Then I'm going with the favorite trend that I'm hoping is going to start hitting in the next couple of weeks. I'm going Miami minus 3, Philly minus 6.5, the Rams minus 13.
All right, that's a wrap on week 13. We're coming
boy.
back for
Takeout
Take.
Takes!
I really don't want to do this week for some reason. I
Oh,
don't
come
know why.
on. It's
Oh, it's a shocker.
KC.
Okay, Takeout Takes, West Industry Athletics, week 13. We're back.
Takeout Takes.
Yes, needed it. Sponsored by Sand City Brewing Company, also known as CVS. They
got
do
a
that already?
sign. They got a sign. You did do that already.
They got a new sign.
But they got a
though,
new
right.
sign, so that's good.
All right, whatever.
What's their best beer?
Hard.
A lager.
Hard. Definitely not. Mostly fucking IPAs over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of IPAs over there.
Their anniversary beer, I believe it was called One, then it was called Infinity. Really nice.
Okay. I've only had a couple there. They were definitely good beers.
It's a good time. Good time. A familiar friend here for Sunday Night Football.
We hope.
The Broncos are going into Kansas City. Different team from the last few times we've called. Kansas City is 10-point favorites.
It's a big number.
Love the Chiefs.
Big number. Of course
Big
you do.
number.
I do.
You should have took them.
Nah, I don't like them that much. trying to win some money. Trying to win this bet here.
And he knew that KC was going to pick them. Takeout Takes was definitely going to pick
of course they were. So
We've got 3 very familiar bars that we're going to, potentially. But after we get a call and answer from the first one, we're done. We've got the Peanut.
them. Peanut.
Know them well. Quaff Bar and Grill, not a gay bar. Bowling's is a Chinese restaurant.
This was like the original
yeah,
scratch
it's
from
week 1, right?
when we
2 in a
started.
row. Yeah, we did. We went two of these in a row. So we're going to the Peanut first because
Is
we
it
have
the peanut definitely, or is it peanut?
I think it's the Peanut.
I think it's the Peanut.
The peanut.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the Peanut 64, the Peanut North.
Everybody run up
What
Peanut.
the fuck is it? The peanut 64.
It's like it's a chain.
Yeah, I think it's chain is aggressive.
That is aggressive.
Multiple locations.
Multiple locations.
where?
Kansas City, obviously. We're calling Kansas City.
Oh. How the fuck do you know about chain restaurants, regional restaurants? In
Oh,
Kansas
my
City?
boy Chad gave me the number, and I used to work with him in the city.
Chad. You have a friend named Chad?
Chad Townsend.
Oh man,
Chad,
does he
huge KC fan.
tie his Argyle sweater around his neck?
No, he does look like he could play tennis, but
I have
don't
a
know.
different way I'm going to go at these calls this week too. I've been thinking about it.
Okay.
Which is why I was nervous.
you're gonna say
More nervous than ever.
you're gonna say I'm sorry. I told you that I love you. Is that how you're gonna start this
I would
one?
never apologize for that. All right, so we're going to the peanut first. We've had success here in the past. Let's see how this goes this time.
Are you going to ask for her specifically?
Some guy Jeff is gonna answer the phone.
No, I'm not asking for anybody.
He gets so nervous. I love it.
Closed for renovations.
Yeah, 6-4.
Are the Chiefs going to beat the Broncos on Sunday night by 10 points? Sunday Night Football.
Easily.
Easily?
Yeah.
I mean, they're on a roll, right? So they got it.
Oh, 100%.
Is Alyssa there tonight?
She is not here.
Oh. So listen, we do a podcast out in New York. We call the Sunday Night Football hosting team. You guys have hosted it 3 times now. Alyssa's picked up 2 times. She remembers us. You guys always pick the Chiefs, which I understand.
Yeah. How can we not?
Because they haven't been good this year. That's
Is
how you
it
can
Andy Reid's mustache or is it Jackson Mahomes that makes you continuously pick the Chiefs?
Jackson Mahomes helped turn us around.
Stop coming to games.
Stop coming.
I would have went with the mustache.
What's your name?
My name's Chris, man.
Chris, we appreciate it. We're rooting for the Chiefs this weekend. Good luck to you guys. How are the wings over there?
Oh, they're killing it, man.
All right, good. All right, thanks, Chris.
All right,
we
man, I
appreciate
appreciate
it.
it.
Tell Alyssa we said what's up.
Yep, for sure.
All right.
That was almost Jeff. It
They're
was
so
almost
nice.
Jeff.
But it's what's interesting to me is the niceness of these people.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
You're not
City,
getting that
yeah.
in Baltimore.
No,
No.
you're not getting in Pittsburgh.
We got to go somewhere else.
We don't call
New England?
We don't call New
LA?
York because they don't have Sunday night games.
Who do we call?
Oh, we have a plethora.
Stans?
Stan.
Stands where the Yankees.
Should we go to Quaff?
Super Bowl? Let's just hear him say quaff.
I liked my take on that one, right? Like, not Sunday Night Football, not they're favored by Chiefs. Going to win by 10 points?
Yeah, no, it's much shorter and sweeter. It was a little aggressive. It came off a little aggressive,
Yeah, I know.
You're a little aggressive.
but it was much shorter.
AGGRSSIVE, aggressive. BE, aggressive.
Cool.
First down dogs.
I think he said Alyssa's not here tonight.
Maybe she is. Maybe she's not.
Why is she not working?
Is she ducking me?
She might be. She's always there.
Maybe you're on like
Tuesday.
the do not answer list.
Well, they answered. Jeff Chris
Yeah,
answered.
but if this guy calls.
The Chiefs are 10-point favorites on Sunday night against the Broncos. You think they're going to win?
The Chiefs are going to win.
Yeah? You guys are big Chiefs fans over there?
Of course we are.
We do a podcast out in New York where we call a bunch of bars in the Sunday night home team. So we appreciate you picking up the phone and telling us.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us what the quaff means? What does it stand for?
It means to drink vigorously.
Oh, shit.
We love it.
Nice.
We love you guys.
I like that.
All right, well, we appreciate you taking the call, and we got the Chiefs on for Sunday night.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Quaff it.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Quaff.
That was my aunt. For sure.
You dialed a
She was a
631
fucking
number.
surgeon.
Man, oh man. It means to drink vigorously.
Yeah, probably not the first time she's gotten that question, huh?
What else does she do vigorously?
Oh, that's inappropriate.
Ooh.
Should we go to Bowlings?
I mean, give the Chinese shot. It's going to be a disaster. Oh, wait. We should try and make it way simple terms. Like,
Wow, that's fucking
like
racist.
Chiefs
Holy
or Broncos?
No, well, I mean, come on. Yeah, Chiefs or Broncos. That's
Cat or dog?
shit. Holy
Don't bring
shit.
up cats.
They're going to order number 15 for Patrick Mahomes.
Can't believe that guy said Jackson Mahomes. I would have definitely went with mustache. Did he really stop going to games?
Thank you for calling Bowlings Plaza location.
Shit.
Please remain on the line.
Wow.
Yeah,
That was
fuck
loud.
Bowlings.
All right, Bowlings, you're out.
Enough with the tears, people.
Don't know anything
I
about it.
feel like I haven't cried in fucking 20 years.
You need another kid then.
I'm on the couch. You need another kid.
No, definitely not.
No. That's done.
All right, that's a wrap on Week 13.
Good luck with my favorites.
We'll be back next week. Good luck, everybody.
First down, dogs.
Take it deep.
First down, dogs.